What's up, folks? Nikki Triplet here, and I'm doing this video today for part of the 21-day video challenge that is hosted by the Women's Connection. Real quick, I'll give you a little brief about us. The Women's Connection is a group, a Facebook group that I'm a part of. And we teach women's empowerment. We teach women's business. We teach women's life. We teach managing hormones. You know, all that craziness from a women's perspective. We also teach how to face your fears, how to manage your budget. We teach crazy things like Instagram, controlling your kids, loving yourself. And we're doing one of these things inside of our Facebook group, and it's a 21-day video challenge. So, of course, it's a challenge. I'm in. And the one I'm doing today is about telling someone else's story. One of the powerful things about becoming a leader and becoming someone that people look up to is that your words carry so much power. And when you lift up someone else, particularly another woman, it really actually spotlights you as a leader. Because most women, we have the hardest time celebrating one another. And we have the hardest time just saying, girl, you doing that suit. Girl, I see you with that weave. It's crazy because I went to an empowerment conference last weekend, and I was told, yeah, we're going to a women's empowerment conference, and it turned out being kind of like a women's church revival. And what I mean by that, it was at a church. It was led to empower you spiritually, to empower you financially, but through the word of God. And there was this one pastor on there, and one of her sermons was about 3 women, hidden figures, and uplifting other women. And it was so crazy because I was just dealing with that day in my accountability group, which was inside the Women's Connection, about, hey man, today lift up another woman. And for the pastor to come on and say that to me, or look, it wasn't even to me, but it hit me so personal that I'm sitting here telling you that she said that to me. Let me pause right quick. Shout out to Dr. Jazz. I didn't know if I was going to, put this in here because that's not the point of this video. But I did have to say shout out to Dr. Jazz because I wasn't going to this conference, this empowerment, or this training looking for spiritual advice, looking for a woman pastor to tell me what I need to do in my life and I need to uplift other women. But it's so crazy that the timing of what I was dealing with in the world and the timing of what was going on with this women's revival or this women's empowerment conference, it was just so perfect to mash with what I'm learning with my women's empowerment group online. And that's the Women's Connection. So I did have to do that shameless plug. Shout out to Dr. Jazz, because just hearing her at her age talking about, man, make sure, in her crazy accent, if y'all know Dr. Jazz, y'all know she has this crazy, Trinidad and Tobago accent, and she was like, make sure you lift up another woman, make sure you let her know, girl, you're rocking the Gucci. I see you with your weave. And for her to be able to say that and point out another pastor, like, it was so crazy to me, and I loved it, and the timing of it, it's like everything runs into sequence. And the funniest thing is that's where this video is going. In the Women's Connection, we're doing a 21-day video challenge. And part of the video challenge, which is this video I'm doing right here, is to uplift another woman, tell another person's story. So I wanted to go ahead and spotlight a woman that's empowered, that's inside of our Women's Connection, that has been empowered. Man, this woman, we've watched her come in. I've watched her come in as a leader. She came in shy, quiet. And every time, we would put on the spotlight or the microphone or the talking circle onto this one particular woman, oh God, get out your box of Kleenex, because the tears was about to be flowing. Like, she was broken. She was at just a crazy time in her life. And for her to even be searching on the internet to find something to get her through what she was going right now. See, most of us are on the internet trying to find a mentor, trying to find a business opportunity, trying to find a get rich quick whatever, trying to find a funnel, trying to find a community. This woman was online trying to find her. And so when she would show up, she showed up as her. She was broken. She was hurt. She was all emotional. She was a wreck. And we welcomed them. We welcomed her just the way she was. I felt like I put her on my shoulder and was patting her as a baby through some of our talking circles because it was like we couldn't get a word out without her crying. But over the weeks, she kept showing up. She kept participating. She started doing the 21-day video challenge that I'm doing a video for right now. And literally, before our eyes, we got to watch her unfold into this new woman that she didn't even know that was there, let alone the women's connection knew that was there. And when our last talking circle came up, and we have those weekly in the women's connection, but when our last talking circle came up, we got to talk and share about what elite within the women's connection meant to us. This particular young lady got up and said, you know, and we knew, get out your Kleenex because it's about to be, you know, waterfalls, turn on the faucets, all that was about to happen. But she came on and she said, you know, what the women's connection and what elite has done for me is it has allowed me to find me. For 50 some odd years, I'm not going to put her business out there because I said in the women's connection, we don't tell people's business. But for years, she says she's been somebody's something. She's always been somebody's something. Somebody's mom, somebody's sister, somebody's neighbor, somebody's wife. Somebody's great wife, somebody's shitty wife, somebody's great sister, somebody's sister that was all over the place. She's always been somebody's something, somebody's employee. And when she found the women's connection, she didn't find any get rich quick, anything. She didn't find any one tool that would take her business from this to that. She didn't find that one magic trick that was going to save her relationship because the relationship was already at a dead end. She didn't find any of those things that we consider success stories. But what she did find was her. And to her, that was bigger than anything that we could have taught her. Instagram, ClickFunnels, yada, 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 MLSP, whatever. I'm just sending out these crazy names because a lot of us, that's what we're online trying to find. But she was online trying to find her. And she came to our final meeting and she came as the new her. She showed up, and the only way we knew it was the new her is because that picture that had constantly showed up onto the screen when we would log on to our talking circles, when that picture popped up and that face popped up, we knew it was her. But when that spirit popped up, we could tell, man, this was a whole new Joe. Sorry if y'all can hear my dog barking in the background, but this was, I had to shoot the video right quick. I'm actually about to get online on one of our trainings on Instagram, but I just needed to take the time to shout out Joe Besso, man. And the reason why I picked Joe is because she's one of those stories that most of us would not consider a success. She didn't find money. She didn't find $1 million. She didn't find how to do $1,000 days. But she found whatever it was inside of her that let her be good with the broken relationship, that let her be good with the 50 some odd years of being somebody else's something and somebody else's yada, yada, yada. And what she did find was Joe, plain old Joe. And she's found that she actually loves Joe, and Joe is freaking awesome. So if you're watching this video, man, I want you to go onto Facebook. I'll probably put the link to her page in the comments here. But I want you to go on to Facebook, man. Shout out to my homegirl, Joe Besso, and just let you know that we see. Say, Joe, I see you, girl. I see the progress. I see what you're doing. I see the whole new you. And I see that you're no longer somebody. We see Joe. Anybody who is watching this video, if you want to learn more about the Women's Connection and what I'm talking about, if you want to learn more about Joe, if you want to learn more about me, just send me a little message. Say, Trip, while you sweating in this video, tell me what's got you so hot. What's got me so hot is how I'm fired up for what I'm learning in these video challenges, in these talking circles, in these short videos that I have to cut, in these women, what I'm finding about myself in these women. I found a whole bunch of me in Joe, and she's a lot older than me. No offense. She's not a lot older than me, but she, what I'm saying is she's had more life, more experience, more successes, more failures. But I've always been somebody else's somebody, and I really just wanted to find me. And for Joe to point that out, man, it was just like huge for me. So I wanted to point this out to Joe. Joe, if you're watching this video, I see you, girl. I see the progress. I see what you're doing. And I see all of you ladies who take the time to cut videos, to get on live, to do your thing. And if you want to be seen by the rest of us, I encourage you, click the link holla at me, send me a message, whatever. Say, Nikki, let me get into that women's connection. Trip, tell me about that TWC you always talking about. Yo, where's that girl Joe's page you was talking about so I can go by and see who the hell Joe is? Whatever you say in the comments, leave it. Make sure you leave it. Show some love, man. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what you learned about Joe. Because she was somebody, and now she's just Joe. And we love her for that. Man, check us out on the Daily Connect. Check us out with the rest of the videos. The Daily Connect is something that the Women's Connection does Monday through Friday. We give a little bit of inspiration, motivation to the women out there that might be struggling, to the women like Joe that might just be trying to find themselves. And if you can't find us, follow me on my page, Nikki Triplet, That Damn Trip. Any of those, you can get to me. Fan page, Facebook, in the comments, in the links. You know, just subscribe to the page. Like it. I give you some information. Man, show some love. Mwah. Tell another lady, I see you. I see you, girl. You rocking that weave. You rocking that purse. You rocking you. And acknowledge it. You never know what they might get back for you. Peace. Join the Women's Connection. Like the video. Go like Joe. Go show her some love. It would be a crime not to. That's the inside joke between me and Joe. Catch y'all on the next video.